I was on the I-80 highway, passing through Nebraska's endless, flat cornfields. It was quite late, and it was pitch dark around me. The nearest town was 60 miles away. A pair of headlights appeared in the rearview mirror. They were very far away, but they seemed to be approaching quickly. Normally, they pass on the left, but this vehicle pulled up right behind me. It started flashing its high beams. Thinking, whatever, I'll pull over. I moved as far to the right as I could. It didn't pass. It kept coming up behind me. I got a little angry and started stepping on the gas. It accelerated with me. No matter how fast I went, it was right behind me. It was so close that I couldn't even make out the make of the car, just a rusty grille and blinding white lights. Then it suddenly turned off its lights. The road was so dark that even though I was driving fast, I knew a huge car was coming up behind me, but I couldn't see it. I panicked and slammed on the brakes. At that moment, I heard the engine of the car behind me. It roared like an old airplane engine. It wasn't trying to run me off the road. It was as if it was trying to chase me somewhere. Just then, I saw an abandoned rest area on the side of the road and swerved. When I stopped in the dusty dirt, no one was behind me. No one had passed, not a sound, not a light. But the really strange thing was this. The next morning, on the trunk lid of my car, on top of the highway dust, as if written by hand, I saw a single word: "You are close." I didn't know what I was close to, but it had really freaked me out. It was around 2:25 a.m. I was driving home on the highway. The air was freezing, and there was a light fog. On the side of the road, I saw a young man wearing only a thin raincoat hitchhiking. Normally, I never stop and pick up passengers, but I stopped thinking he would freeze in that cold. He got in the car. He spoke very softly, his voice coming from deep within. "I'll get off at the viaduct up ahead," he said. We drove for about 10 minutes. When we reached the viaduct, I pulled over to the right. He opened the door, got out, and without even saying thank you, walked into the darkness behind the barriers. As I watched him leave, I noticed the clock on the radio suddenly started winding back. 2:40, 2:39, 2:38. Then the radio went completely silent. I was sure my phone was at 90% charge, but it had shut down. I stepped on the gas in fear. About 5 minutes later, at the entrance to the same overpass, I saw that man again. Same clothes, same posture, same hand gesture. But this time, he had a huge smile on his face. I stepped on the gas and passed him. When I looked at the passenger seat, I saw that the spot where the man had been sitting was wet, but it wasn't raining outside. Since that day, I haven't used that road to go home, and I never pick up hitchhikers. This story isn't a ghost story, it's worse than that. I was driving at night on the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. This road is very narrow and winding. I was startled by the horn of a truck behind me. The truck driver kept flashing his lights at me. I realized something was wrong and stopped at the first small gas station I saw. The truck driver stopped right behind me. He jumped out of the vehicle, a crowbar in his hand. "Get out of the car and lock the doors," he yelled. I didn't understand what was going on, but when I saw the pure terror in the man's eyes, I did as he said. We went inside the gas station. The man spoke, trembling. I saw movement in the trunk. While you were driving, a hand rose from the trunk lid. There was someone in your car. When I honked, the trunk lid closed. We had called the police. About 10 minutes later, when the police arrived, a weak, petite man came out of my trunk. He was wearing a black jumpsuit and had a roll of packing tape on him. Apparently, he had slipped into my trunk while I was buying drinks at the store where I had stopped earlier. He had been waiting behind me the whole way, waiting for my moment of distraction. Since that day, I've made it a habit to check the trunk before getting into the car. I feel unsafe if I get in without checking the car first. I feel unsafe